If you enjoy the contents on the Black Radar YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to show your support.
Jesus was talking to his disciples. Listen to this. He said, look, go over here and you'll find an ass and a colt tied with her. He said, loose them and bring them to me. Now, if they're tied, they belong to somebody else. Now, Jesus ain't no thief, but he wanted that ass. Wait now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make it real plain. He wanted that donkey. But tied with the donkey was a young colt. And look at what Jesus said. If anybody asks you, because if you're stealing, somebody gonna ask you, what are you doing? And listen to the answer that Jesus told the disciples to give the person that questioned them about taking the donkey and the colt. He said, tell them the master has come and has need of them. That is such a heavy scripture. Now watch this, watch this. Now, poor Farrahkan. You know, gee, he wanted to be Pharaoh in the time of the end of Pharaoh's rule. Now, this may be a little difficult for us to take. You know, when white folk take a black person and make them the CEO of their corporate project, they have great hope in your intelligence to help save their company or their corporation, but not necessarily as a benefit to your people. See, the head of Merrill Lynch could be a black man. And we'd say, oh, look, there's Henry. I went to school with Henry, and now he's the CEO of Merrill Lynch. He's even on the Federal Reserve Board. Look at Henry. Now, you can get excited over Henry, or Sally, or Lucindy, but the white man don't choose you to be a benefit to your people. He chooses you to benefit that corporate entity, and if you fail, he gets rid of you and gets somebody else. But look at the time that Barack has become president. The timing is what you got to consider. Do you know my friend Jeep and my fellow students at Winston-Salem? When I came there, I had written a calypso on my way from Washington, D.C. into the segregated South. We had a friend. He played football with the Eagles. We were seniors in high school together. He went to Korea and he got killed there. I'm trying to remember his name. He was a beautiful brother. Who? No, it was somebody. No. But this brother When he came back home in a body bag, I was hurt. Gilpin Sessions, you remember? He got killed over there. But I'm on my way to college to get an education. And the train stopped for 8 hours in Washington till I could get on the next train going into North Carolina. So I went to a movie, spent some time right down from Union Station. I got to the movie, stood in line, people looking at me real strange. I thought maybe my pants were not zipped or something. So I started checking myself. And then a white man came out and said, we don't sell tickets to Negroes. That was my first touch of what our people in the South have been living under for hundreds of years. Because when we grew up in Roxbury, if you stayed in your own community, you didn't run into that stuff. But Khadijah was a part of the Archbishop Cushing Cadets. And they would have to march in South Boston. And the Irish would tell them, "Get them niggers out of here," throwing bottles at them. And she drum majoring and ducking. But when we ventured out of our secured area, we ran into racism. So I wrote a song, "Why America is No Democracy." And on talent night, I just got there, I took out my little ukulele and started singing about the crackers. Now, this was sort of dangerous in the South, but I came up from a mother that told me, when you're wrong, you can't be strong. But when you're right, you can always fight. So everybody that know me, I've been a fighter from a young boy against racism. I was not going to be silent in the South. Of course, my brother Jeep was such a great, powerful diplomat. Coach Gaines, his great coach, but he was an Omega. And I went and pledged Omega. Wait, you ain't heard it yet? That's my Delta sister over there. But look, when I pledged, being the mouth that I was, on this race thing, boy, they put that paddle on me pretty good. Jeep would help me put a little padding back. And they wore me out. Blindfold me, run me into trees and stuff, And after 1 week of secret pro, it's time to go open. Somebody threw a black ball on Farrahkan. On Lewis or Gene, whatever. I came back to my room, man, and I was crying. They whooped me like that, man, and then blackballed me. But they didn't know I was a lamp then, but God has made me a light in America and in the world. Now, there are 3 things that I want to say before I take leave. I want to start with the role of black youth in the struggle. And I want to start with the role of black college students in the struggle. And if you don't mind, I'm going to stay in the scripture, because Jesus is as real as a revolutionary, not no milquetoast fella. He is a real revolutionary that they try to make us believe what happened in the past. But 75% of what you read about Jesus, 25% of it is history, but 75%, Elijah Muhammad said, is prophecy. Now, as long as you're looking backward, you never see today.
The informative information presented in this video is motivational and is positively aimed at inspiring, educating and entertaining the viewers with the cutting edge of critical reasoning. If you enjoy the contents on the Black Radar YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to show your support.